I just left Zach's. Not Zaxby's, but Zach's. And I decided to take another road, get off the main road that runs through Alabama, which is I-20. And I'm headed south on what I believe is, I forgot the name of this road. I got off at the interstate. And I'm gonna head south down through, I don't know where I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna hit Childersburg area and then make a loop and head back up towards Birmingham to the mothership, to the base camp, to where we call Pillow. That spot. This is a pretty area. It's been a while since I've been down this road. So the only thing this video is going to be, unless there's something spectacular on the side of the road, like, unless y'all want to stop and play Name That Roadkill. I used to play that with the kids when they were little. We'd pass roadkill. You know, you pass it at 55, 65, 70 mile an hour on interstates. Well, you couldn't play the game on the interstate. But like this road, the speed limit is 55. I'm going a little faster than that, so I'm going to slow down. But, okay, there's a sign that just said we're in a town called Munford. It sounds like something you get on the bottom of your shoe, but it's kind of nice so far. So, like, if you pass a dead animal on the side of the road, you'd holler out what you you holler out what you think this animal is, and you place your bets, points or candy or whatever, and then you circle around and go back. And whoever got it right would get the candy or whatever. So that's Name That Roadkill. It's more fun on back roads, but it's safer on back roads too. Like, we just passed one right there. That was a hawk. I don't know if you saw that. I got to get around this Power Stroke because he is he's mosquito spraying. My truck in high school that I drove was a 60 Chevrolet short wheelbase step side truck, and people thought I was spraying for mosquitoes when I went through town. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna just cruise it. Oh, there's another way to get to State Park. If y'all see anything interesting you want to stop and look at, let me know, okay? Otherwise, this is just a little view of some Alabama roads. I think we've done this from wow, I think from the Tennessee state line all the way to the beach. We haven't done it towards Mobile. Now when Jim gets home from Louisiana, he's at my friend that is having some treatment done in Louisiana. When he gets home, we're going to be doing a road trip down there. I got to get around this Power Stroke. All better. Now I got to get some air. All better. He Power Stroked my cabin. My cabin filter's working, but sometimes it's not always right. You know, we could go live right now, but the problem is going live, you gotta look at it and answer questions, and I can't do it with my browser on the wagon. So we'll do this till the batteries die or something. I don't know. I gotta take this hat off on my head. Looks like you're drifting sideways. Straighten back up. There we go. This area kind of looks like most back road areas of Tennessee. So if you live in Tennessee, you might not want to watch the rest of this. In Alabama, you drive on the right side of the road. Whether you're coming or going doesn't make a difference. I'm not sure about your states. I'm just kidding for those who have not visited with us before. I'm trying to grow out of talking to traffic. The older I get, I feel like I talk to other cars a lot. If you back up the video a couple of seconds, that guy back there working on his truck, you can see his crack hanging out. You'll have to back up, freeze frame, and then zoom for that specialty. But okay, we're south on 21. If that matters to anyone. Let me look at my little phone. Hey, this is somebody calling me. Hang on. That was Daniel that just called me. He said he's traveling tonight on the plane. You can see the red tail lights heading to Spain. So, I don't think there's much to look at here. Here's the interesting thing about my GoPro that you may care about or not. My batteries are not lasting long anymore. So we wait till we get to another town to do some more recording. You want to do that? Raise your hand if that's what you want to do. Okay, majority rules. Alright, we're getting off that long straight road. Let's go this way. Yeah, Childersburg, this is it. Y'all been here before me, I think I brought y'all to Childersburg. I don't know. I passed an IHOP back there in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And I thought, maybe I'll stop and grab a cake or two. Cake or two, that almost sounds like a German word, but it's not. It means one or two cakes. Then I realized it actually was International House of Prayer, not International House of Pancakes. And when I stopped, they said their pancake breakfast is not for another month away. So once we got all that cleared up, I decided, okay, let's get back on the road. So we're on the road again. I really just couldn't wait to get on the road again. So maybe there'll be something interesting on this stretch. I don't know, not a lot so far. I gotta get a little heat on my feet. Even though it's probably about 63 right now. I got a little chill on the foot. right side, you can see the cotton's already been harvested. There's still enough out there to make a couple of t-shirts. I believe you've been on this road with me before. We stopped to pick up a, I don't know, maybe you weren't. We stopped to pick up a fox that had been run over. Yeah, we've done that a few times. But no matter what I tried, it didn't come back alive. So I was gonna skin it and tan its hide, but it was past that point. Okay, right here on the right is DeSoto Caverns. I need to go in there. Believe it or not, Childersburg, Alabama, is said to be the oldest town in the United States of the Americas. I think I got that fact right. This is my 4th time through here in my life. One was early post-infancy. I think they had just swiped the wet off, and we went to DeSoto Caverns. So my memory of it is vague. And then it was, I think my next time was with a few of my offspring. And then so was the next, and this is the 4th time. Sounds like somebody's trying to call again. Y'all live down here? Oh, I remember this spot on Earth. I'll tell you an interesting drive. If you ever go down to the Black Belt area of Alabama, you can look at that Black Belt area, G's Bend and all that. We all went there. Actually, my bride and I went, was it last year? If you ever go, take several cases of water with you and some sustenance. There's a lot of S sounds in that word. Sustenance. Because there's nothing to eat or drink for about a 600-mile radius around G's Bend, unless you knock on someone's door and ask for a glass of water. If you do it politely, they will give it to you. But I remember when I was in college, I had a professor. Let me see if y'all know him. His name was Dr. Harvey Jackson, I believe is his name. He was one of two of my favorite professors in college. That man was passionate about Alabama, and he knew everything about it. He knew why the light up there is about to turn red. See? I could probably call him right now, but I don't have his phone number. He doesn't know me anymore. And ask him what used to be on that building right there on the right. And he'd say, well, son, had you studied, you would know the answer to that. And then he would tell me. He could also tell you why there is another red light 20 feet from the one we just went through. Look at the house up there on the left. If you want to. Alright, you can't see anymore. I can. I'm still looking at it. Hey, it said it was a museum. How did we just miss that? Let's see, Birmingham to the right. To the right. Let's go. Look at all those numbers. Kids, that's why you need to do math. See all those numbers on those signs? You got to pick the number that best suits you and head that direction. Let's see, I think it's my turn. Let's get a little more on the outskirts. I don't know if you do live in Alabama, you've seen this commercial on TV. That I-20 that runs through Birmingham, the heart of the ham, that's near the bone, baby. They're disassembling, just tearing down, destroying the interstate that's up above the town, if that makes any sense. If you live there, you know what I'm talking about. And it's going to be closed for 2019. It will be closed this year. Come back and see us next year. So I want to run downtown, probably on my bicycle, and call me Alabama. See the sign on the left? Anyway, I want to go down there and get some video. Hey, there's this other sign, call me Alabama. But you know, he's in Georgia too. I guess he can do that. But they're closing it for the whole year, which means you can't ride on it for a year. I charge these batteries all the time on a regular basis for this GoPro, and they don't seem to hold a charge anymore. So I called Mr. Pro. We haven't known each other long enough for me to call him Go. So I called Mr. Pro and I told him, and believe it or not, they sent me another brand new one. So the most recent issue with the batteries is the little tab. When you get a GoPro, when you first buy it, it's real snug and tight, like a fancy, good fitting shoe. But over time, you know, it kind of loosens up. But anyway, there's a little tab on the GoPro battery, and then the GoPro, the 7. The little tab came off to my battery. So I've got to call Mr. Pro again. Maybe we've talked enough. I can say, hey, it's Go around. And they'll say, yeah, hold the phone. Who's calling? And I'll say, it's me. Can you hear me? And they'll say, no, I mean, what's your name? I say, oh. And I'll tell them. Because a lot of times you call somewhere and they say, yes, who's calling? And you just got to repeat yourself. Say, it's still me. Try that if you want to. tell you another fun one. I've told you this before, but I did it in a post office. Don't do it in a post office because they didn't think it was funny. When you pay for something with your credit card, actually, I guess it doesn't matter where you do it. It all depends on if the person is, I don't know. When you pay for something with your credit card and they say, "Can I see your ID, please?" And you flip it out and tell them, say, "Yeah, I found the whole wallet." They don't think that's funny either. I thought that was hilarious because if you show them the ID, I don't know. I don't think they could tell if it was you anyway. Let's just keep going. I smell a chicken house. Actually, it may be that the cattle stuff on the right. But I don't know. World-class kennels. Cats, dogs, and horses. It's a pretty nice looking place. See that dog on the side of the road back there? Battery's gonna go dead or we're gonna just stop recording because we're gonna go down here and turn, head north back to the Big Ham, or the outskirts. I don't know, we may do some looking around. Not here. Turns off without me being aware of it. Let me know if I just keep talking. You know those little crunchy things on the side of the road? They're like bulldozer tracks when you kind of drift off and you run over them. But they get your attention, don't they? So it's just running off the road in the soft mud. Okay, we're gonna jam through this little town. Let's see what's on the other side. There's a big truck in our way. Can't say now. Y'all have been here before with me, I believe. I'm not sure. Hey, look, there's Alex again up there on that sign. Call me Alabama. He told a story on a commercial the other day I heard on the radio that said he remembers when he was a kid helping his dad load the wagons to carry stuff to market to sell. I kind of find that hard to believe. He just doesn't look old enough to have helped Daddy load the wagon and carry it to market to sell. Because I spent a lot of time with the guy that had to hotcha my grandmother years ago. My granddad had been passed for 15 years at that time, and she was just good friends with him, but he liked her, I could tell. He was 85, and this was, oh my goodness, this was 20 years ago. So he's passed already, but he told me the story about when he would take wagon rides. That's the way they went to town, went to school, went to everything. So I'm not sure Alex is telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth. He might say that I can't handle the truth, but he's wrong. I can handle the truth. How old is Alex? Alexander Shannara. I wonder what his middle name is. And when his mama hollered for him, she used all three of his names. His first one, his middle one, and the one that comes after those. I need to call him one day and ask him. See if he wants to get out and dig a hole together. That's for people with small molars. I took my three of my boys to a mall the other day. It just wasn't quite as exciting as I remember it as I guess a few years ago. You know, back when the neighborhood was safe, you could leave your doors unlocked. I'm just kidding. I was watching some show at my bride the other day, and there was an old guy talking. And when I say old, I mean that respectfully, you know, just from a viewer standpoint, a kid standpoint, is that they say, yes, some old guy was talking. But the older I get, people aren't old anymore. The guy was starting to talk about everything in life, and a young girl, a teenage girl, said, oh, please don't start telling us how the neighborhood used to be safe and you could leave your doors unlocked. It was just funny. He probably had to be there with me to see it with me. But I think this battery's about to die on this thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm far. I'm probably an hour away from Dylan's base camp. I need to get together with him again. He's a pretty far stretch, and he is out in the middle of now here for sure. Together with him. So if the video just stops, thanks for watching my videos. If it doesn't stop, then come on, let's go. This is like the longest road in the world, isn't it? Slight, very slight chance, actually it may not happen, that I might go to I believe the Franklin Relic show's coming up again. I don't know, it may have already passed. sure some attorneys go to those schools for professional bull riding. Hey, there's an old house on the right back there. Wow. I gotta go back and look at that. If I can find a spot to turn around. Let's turn around right here. You want to? Let's go look at this house. Vegetation management. It must be for people just going vegan for the first time. Ow! My camera handle is up here on the thing and it hit my fingers on it. Yeah, I guess if you just decide to go vegan one day, then you need some way to figure it out. So you go to a place like vegetation management and figure it out. Look at this house. Is this a church or a school, or is this a I hear my antennae. Actually, it's just an antennae. See that old house over there? Isn't that cool? Okay, let's get back on the road. This little area is called Columbiana. I just passed the sign. I've been here through the other side, but never through this side. It's a quaint little village, sprawling population. Unless you get off this this is a semi-main highway through the town, then you don't see much of Alabama. You got to take every right and every left to find all the interesting things. Like that policeman I just passed, and I'm going 5 miles over the speed limit. Those limits were put there for my safety and yours. That's my response when they ask, do you know what the speed limit's there for? And I'll say it's for my safety and yours. It's been a long time since I got a ticket. And the last one, when I got pulled over for it, I was actually late for something. And I told the policeman about it, and he gave me a break. So I decided I would do my best to go speed limit from here on out. Because there aren't many things as bad as paying $200 or more because you're going 5 miles over the speed limit. So anyway, if you're done seeing this part of Alabama, I'm done talking about it. We'll just hang a right around here and head back north. Right now we are due south. Okay, we'll go look around this corner. It's like, how can you stop? You know what I mean? I need to pull over in a minute and get my my boost out of the back of the truck. Have y'all ever drank those? They're pretty good. I'm getting a little 3-month belly on me. Actually, it's more like a 6-month belly. I need to get rid of it. you don't like it, it's cool. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos. I gotta turn down here and start heading back the other direction. Thanks for watching my videos.